Okay, so here's something most people have absolutely no idea about. The 2028 Los Angeles Olympics. Yeah, they're facing a massive crisis that could honestly bring down their entire leadership. And the reason why? It all comes down to some newly unearthed documents linking the chairman of the games to, you guessed it, Jeffrey Epstein. And look, this isn't just some minor controversy we're talking about. A huge data dump from the Department of Justice has put the game's leadership under an intense microscope. And now, the future of the LA Olympics is seriously in question. If you're someone who cares about the Olympics, you really need to understand how some actions from 2 decades ago are creating an absolute firestorm today. At the very center of all of this is one man, Casey Wasserman. He was the guy handpicked to bring the Olympics back to LA. I mean, he's a total powerhouse in the sports world. But now he's caught in a political whirlwind that could threaten literally everything he's built. So how in the world did we even get here? Let's take a look at the actual evidence that connects the LA Olympics to one of the most notorious criminals of our time. The timeline here is just crucial. It all starts with a flight on Epstein's private jet back in 2002. Then, in 2003, there are these suggestive emails with Ghislaine Maxwell. But the real explosion, the thing that brings this all to light, doesn't happen for decades when those emails are finally made public. And just so we're all clear, Casey Wasserman isn't just some random committee chair. This guy is a giant in the sports and entertainment industry. His company, the Wasserman Group, is a huge player, and he's the person who really spearheaded the whole effort to get the Olympics back to Los Angeles in the first place. The files from the DOJ included some, well, very damning emails. This one, sent from a 29-year-old and married Wasserman to Ghislaine Maxwell, is really at the heart of this whole controversy. And the conversation didn't just stop there. Other emails talked about massages and this really bizarre scenario about floating naked on a beach. You know, it's this kind of content that has caused such a massive public and political backlash. So how did Wasserman respond to all this? Well, he put out a statement of deep regret. And he really emphasized 2 things. First, that this all happened more than 20 years ago, long before Maxwell's crimes were public knowledge. And second, he claimed he never had any relationship with Jeffrey Epstein himself. But that apology, it just hasn't been enough for a lot of people. The fallout has been swift, it's been brutal, both in the political arena and inside his own business empire. And it's created this deep, deep division in how this whole scandal's being handled. We're seeing this major split play out. On one side, you have LA's most powerful politicians. The mayor, county supervisors, city council members, they are all calling for him to resign. But on the other side, you've got the LA28 Olympic Board. They've hired their own lawyers, they've done their own review, and they are standing by their man. Mayor Karen Bass is really leading the charge for him to be removed. She's basically arguing that for LA to host the best Olympics ever, a change in leadership is absolutely essential to protect the integrity of the games. And the professional consequences have just been devastating for him. His agency has lost major clients, like the pop star Chappell Roan and soccer legend Abby Wambach. And then, in this really shocking twist, Wasserman announced he's selling his entire company, saying he wants to focus on the Olympics. So, where does all of this leave the 2028 Olympics? Well, in a word, paralyzed. You've basically got these 2 incredibly powerful forces at a complete standstill, and the future of the games is just hanging by a thread. So here's the scoreboard right now. Wasserman is holding his ground, and he's got the full support of his board. Mayor Bass is still demanding he resign. And there's one person who could probably break this stalemate, but so far, he's been totally silent. California Governor Gavin Newsom. And so we're left with this one massive question. With the city and the Olympic Committee locked in this standoff, who is actually going to lead the LA Games? The whole event is stuck in limbo. Something's got to give. But for right now, neither side is backing down. Make sure you follow for more updates on this developing story.